Exactly.
A few tunes I knew in my head, but I didn't really know the titles, you know. So when I got to know this fantastic, vast catalogue, it was a voyage of discovery for me. Really, it was just wonderful. And Christmas had come, and all these wonderful melodies. Well, it was wonderful because he was so generous. He, as I say, we never met before the workshop, and I was quite anxious because I was told before I started, just literally about 20 minutes before we were about to start the workshop and the presentation, and I'd done all these different arrangements and done this version and made his songs quite theatrical and adjusted things. So when someone said, "Oh, aren't you brave? Changing Udo's music and doing this." What do you mean? He said, "Oh, it can be really difficult. He gets very fussy and can be really unhappy if you." I thought, "Oh, not much I can do about it now." So, and afterwards, we kept on seeing each other, looking at each other during the workshop, and he was smiling, and I was catching his eye, and he just gave me this huge hug and said, "Thank you so much. I really enjoyed it. I love what you did with my music, and I love what you did. So please feel free to do whatever you need to take it forward." And that's when an incredible friendship started, and also I worked as colleagues, because from then on I felt I could talk to him about whatever I was doing and show him what I was doing, and then we worked really, especially when we went into Hamburg for the main production. He knew everything we were doing. Then we went to Vienna, we made some changes, and I kind of rewrote the overture because he said he'd love to have a Broadway overture, so we worked together on that. And some of the other ideas, the songs we kind of developed a little bit, he was very much part of. And then, and then we just keep in touch. I'd speak to him very regularly. And when he came to London, he came, we went to see Tony Bennett together in concert, had a lovely dinner not so long ago. And it was just a joy to work with him. And then I worked with him on a couple of his albums. He asked me to arrange some of the songs, which is a real privilege. So that was a real time when we worked together very closely on songs not in this show, which was just lovely. And I spoke to him literally only a couple of weeks before he passed away, and he rang up and said, "Oh, the tour is so great. It's the best tour." And he said, the audiences are full, and he's playing in these huge stadiums, and he sounded so great and up. And I explained to him what we were doing for the production in Berlin, that there were a few little changes, and we were tightening up a few things a little bit to make it a little bit, show a little bit shorter, but faster, a bit pacier, a bit more contemporary maybe. And he was so excited about it. And yeah, it was a shock, suddenly to hear that he just went like that. I could not believe it. It was, because, as I say, he sounded so full of beans, and he told me he was doing Immer Wieder in the concert, which is the same version we do here, and he was so proud of the fact he was doing that. Yeah, amazing. But what a way to go, though, in a way, if you're 80 and you're at the top of your profession and in a sold-out tour and absolutely fit as a fiddle, and all of a sudden, boom, wow.